So we're all back together again, fresh still in our minds, those memories, the unbelievable highs, the unforgettable lows. And as the sides return to cross swords for the first time again, we just remind ourselves of the magic of this game. This is what it does to you. It keeps bringing you back, no matter what. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action. And Haaland! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Rafael Leao, there's the shot! And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking to play him in. Now it's Madueke. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Bellingham. Tries to thread one through. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. He's having a shot! BG Pathum United have their second corner now. This looks promising. England are looking to go forward now. Camavinga. Rafael Leao. Oh, shooting chance!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Now it's Gordon. Just eases him off the ball. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Rodri. Stood up well to him there. Camavinga. And here's Haaland. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Drives it in. He's delivered all right! And there is your opener. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
England really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
BG Pathum United have fired themselves in front.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Oh, well measured. Rafael Leao has the space to scheme. Camavinga. And here's Bellingham. Madueke.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
James. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Yamal. And he plays one through. BG Pathum United currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. He's gone forward. And no, that was never going to make it. Over to the right flank. Madueke receives it in a wide position. And they've got a throw. And it's Rice. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Rafael Leao. Half an hour played now. Rafael Leao. Played back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
And it's Rudiger. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Here's Rodri. Good ball, good take. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Rice looking to pass their way up the pitch. Madueke. Rudiger wins the duel this time. He won't be happy with that one.
BG Pathum United really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
O'Reilly. Rice. Plays the return pass. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham. Now it's Kane. Bellingham. Now it's Haaland. He's looking wide. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
James. Now Konsa. And it's Stones. James. Spread to the right. Some good work on the right flank here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Rice. Bellingham. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Yamal. And that signals the end of the first period. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
And a quick reminder
BG
today
Pathum
that
United
parking
come
area
in
around the
leading
stadium
by
is
just the
strictly
odd
forbidden.
goal.
Please use parking
There's
provided by the
plenty of
club or
positives
any
to
other
take
parking
despite the
facilities
lead being
in the
so
area.
small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
BG Pathum United looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
And here is the first touch of the second half.
BG Pathum United can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Spread it left.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And it's been taken short. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Rice goes short. In towards the back. Bellingham! Harmlessly behind. Gabriel. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Gordon. That is good strength. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble there.
Haaland. Bellingham. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Gordon. Gordon. Oh, good effort. He will be livid with himself. Still just a single goal between the sides. Rodri. Rice. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rice needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal. And the shot! Oh, it's come loose.
The attendance for this
Well, the
match
keeper
was
seemed to go into
29,000.
study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
O'Reilly. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
Now it's Rice! That's put paid to the danger. He doesn't look too happy with that. So, third quarter of the game. Camavinga! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
That was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
And here's Haaland. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
James.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Haaland. He's had it taken off him. Anderson. It's a really well-measured ball. He's found the way through. And a chance! They've got to be quick to recover. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Yamal.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Looking for options for movement. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
England really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Substitutions taking place.
England choosing to make the first change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Camavinga. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Camavinga. He shifted it to the flank. Rafael Leao.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Bellingham. Rice. It's Camavinga. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Menu did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Distributed tidily. Oh, sweet feet. Yamal's Haaland! Worth a try. Shame about the outcome.
Haaland quickly realised that was his only option. It's very fast thinking.
Substitution in progress.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Tacho deals with that comfortably. Impressive jump. Pulls it back. Gets his head on it! Cleared without hesitation. The final seconds now. Well, no question, that's a foul. pass has gone astray. Gordon. So what can they make of this? And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Haaland picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, it may be smiles all round, Peter, but it's a game that's given the boss some food for thought. Good result, yes, but they really could have done with making life easier. All it would have needed was just to take another chance or two.
Members who are celebrating their birthdays today.
Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Oh, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
And now,
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Brahim Diaz, Peter, is a good example of the best of Spanish and the best of Africa. He's quick, he's agile, he's very good at taking the ball on the turn in tight spaces. He definitely has that element of the street footballer in him, which makes him a very exciting watch.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. So things are underway. Great chance! Messi clears without hesitation. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Distributed tidily. He's found a way through. And it's De Bruyne. Rodri. And it's De Bruyne. Van Basten. Here's Rodri. De Bruyne. Brahim Diaz. And Unahi tries to pass it through. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Saka. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
De Bruyne. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Haaland. And it's Bellingham. De Bruyne. Messi. Showing good feet. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Unahi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. Neither side yet able to find the net.
ผมไม่แน่ใจเหมือนกันว่า
Unahi.
ผมไม่แน่ใจเหมือนกันว่าแพ็คไหน
Now it's
แพ็
Brahim
คลูนี่
Diaz.
เหรอหรือว่าคุณเป็นคนที่ถูกรับเลือกหรือเปล่า
He's getting hounded, really hounded.
ผมไม่แน่ใจอ่ะ
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. It's off target and by quite a way.
He'll be annoyed with himself after that. Nothing wrong with his anticipation or his positioning.
ถามว่าเป็นลูนี่ไหมลูนี่ไม่มีเวลูนี่ไม่มีแจกนะ
Saliba.
ที่ผมได้ข้อมูลมานะคนไม่เยอะพูดได้
High and with purpose. Saliba.
ลูนี่ไม่ใช่การ์ดแจกนะครับที่มาในงานนะเขาจะเป็นการ์ดเหมือนการ์ดพวกพาตินี่นะครับที่มีลายเซ็นแจกไม่ใช่ในเกมนะเป็นการ์ดจริงๆเลยเป็นการ์ดจริงๆแจกนะครับ
Saka.
แต่ถ้าเป็นเป็นการ์ดในเกมไม่มีนะ
Diop.
เท่าที่ผมได้ข้อมูลมาเมื่อวานนะ
Morocco are very well
จะแจก
equipped
แค่
down the flanks.
กิตติ
It
ศักดิ์
is
เสนาเมือง
a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
Rodri.
สวย
Spread it left.
บุโยซา
Saka
ก้า
has it out wide and in space. In by Saka.
Well, not the
Saka
worst attempt.
dog ball
A
ดี
little
นะ
technical tweak should help the quality.
Messi. Bellingham. Half an hour played now. And here's Saka. That's very neat. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Oh, great leap! He's done very well to get to that.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And it's Diaz. Hakimi, that's a lovely pass. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Brahim Diaz! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Bellingham. Now it's De Bruyne. Now, can they get him away? Messi. De Bruyne. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And he's going to have his name taken.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Someone's eyeing this up with real belief here.
Messi! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Messi certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Mazraoui. And it's El Khanous. Nicely weighted ball. Mazraoui. Out of play for a throw. Unahi. This looks promising. And he's had it nicked away.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Added time.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
So a temporary halt to the action. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
And we'd like to inform you
So
now
we
that
reach the halfway point.
A very entertaining half, Peter. The game's been played at a really good intensity. It's been open. It's been quite end-to-end, and I think the crowd are really immersing themselves into this. And I just hope we get more of the same in the second half. Something to look forward to.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. So straight into the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. And now they can spring out of defence. Brahim Diaz. Unahi.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
That's good running with the ball. He's had it taken off him. And he's managed to get free. Riyad promptly onto that, and that is that. Hakimi. Pedri. And here's Haaland. A chance for a shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. It's played through for him. Can he finish? That will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Morocco have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Takes aim and getting up there! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Driving on and making good progress. Yep, it's a corner. Mazraoui with the short one. And it's Hakimi. Hakimi. A header! And no mistake. 2 up now, and they are cruising. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unearned.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Number 11.
Morocco are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And that is a little undercooked. Well, played right into his path. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Bellingham. Haaland receives it in a good position here. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Brahim Diaz. He has found the way through. Very nicely done. There's the delivery. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Saliba. Rodri. And it's De Bruyne. Now it's Haaland. That's going wide left. They've got a corner here.
Substitution for Morocco.
BG
Number
Pathum
23,
United have their third
number
corner.
10, Brahim Diaz. Number 6.
And it's been taken
coming on the
short.
field,
Saka.
Number 17. Number 7.
Well seen.
Number
Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pedri is onto this. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Mazraoui. And Amrabat. Hakimi. Unahi. Rodri wins the duel this time. Knocks it out wide. Pedri. And it's Rodri. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Gets a good foot in there. Hakimi has created one goal already.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Bellingham. And he's worked it through. Not a hint of offside. Chance! And that would have been some goal.
Haaland certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Morocco clearly now in lead preservation mode. Mazraoui. Riyad. Amrabat.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
He's got away. Played into the box. Pedri. It's Bellingham. There will be 4 extra minutes. Bellingham. Is there any support? He might not need it. And a chance! He's got a goal! Deep into injury time! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Substitution for Morocco.
Time for a change in personnel. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is that. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, Peter, this was...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So things are underway. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the...
And he should have made them pay.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And we have our very first corner. Beckham, who's short. Can he finish? And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corner number 2 then. And Rossini clears it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, nicely intercepted. Looking for options for movement. Serginho. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Iniesta. And this is Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against her. And a chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
And the referee has brought play back and showed him a yellow card. Iniesta. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Nicely weighted ball. And Shevchenko! It's there!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well, that's well seen too. Caceres aimed beyond the defence. Can he get on the end of this? Ferran Torres gets into a good position.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
And Rossini, the most accurate pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Pickford claims comfortably. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off.
Ferran Torres, he's through on goal here. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Saka gets across to intercept that. Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. And that was nowhere near his best. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. That's a good foray he's making. Threads one in. And the finish! And there's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Saka. Looking to play him in. And the through ball. And this is Ribery. And the shot! Chanatip. Great vision. Ribery! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Tries a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Beckham, the regular corner taker. That has not gone well. Looking for the run. Guardiola. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Beckenbauer.
Ah, welcome to modern football. You get hounded by everyone.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Koeman. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Not a hint of offside here. He is through here. Beckenbauer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's a promising position. That has been knocked clear. They're up to 5 corners now. And it's been taken short. Oh, important interception. BG Platham United have the chance to go the other way.
2 added minutes has been
Now it's
indicated.
Messi. Now this could be a chance. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Ochoa breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Beckenbauer. And that brings the first half to a close. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Special presentation
BG
featuring
Platham
our guest
United
performance.
looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break.
Substitutions taking place.
So the action resumes. Cannavaro. Now it's Hazard. Hazard. Now it's Shevchenko. It's a good ball out wide. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, good take in a good area. Shevchenko plays it in. Pickford claims it, safe hands. And he's there to retrieve it. Can he get it through? Goes for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Guardiola. Oh, he's having a go! Hazard.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. It's a pretty loose pass. Shevchenko touches it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
And Shevchenko! Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. BG Platham United presented with a golden opportunity here. This for genuine comfort. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
BG Pathum United find a position of real strength now.
The
Guardiola.
attendance for this match was 29,000.
So we've reached the hour mark. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Tries to play it through. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bastoni does really well there, he is strong. He's not got that quite right. He's got away. Oh, that's nice. Great ball, and he's in here. And this is in the... There's the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! This day becomes absolutely perfect. Utterly ideal. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Ambrosini. Azar. Oh, easy pickings there. That is good alertness. Knocks it into space. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
It's a throw in. Half an hour gone in the second half. Serginho providing an outlet on that flank. Getting up there! And it's in! And with that, he takes home the match ball.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Number 22.
And there was his third, and boy, he tries one from range.
Andrei Shevchenko. Andrei Shevchenko. Substitution in progress.
The corner count is rising. That's 6. And now they can spring out of defence. Serginho. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Yamal. No way through there. Iniesta. And he's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. Cannavaro has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Yeah, and the whole stadium knew that was coming, apart from him, it seems.
Guardiola. No way through. Yamal. Guardiola. Well, that pass isn't the best. And he's managed to get free. That's very neat. That is good progress on the left. Played in. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
The final 5 minutes. Tries to pass it through. Rashford! He's put his foot right through that one. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Iniesta. Ambrosini. Oh, he's onto this. Oh, he's all alone. Takes a shot! And that's a sharp finish. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And the shot's on here. Chance for a shot! And it's in! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Barcelona get their goal. A bit of respectability restored. Rice. And that is as far as it goes. BG Pathum United really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're underway. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Right, Shevchenko. Great vision. Oh, important interception.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Looking for options for movement. Messi. Guardiola. Chanatip. Beckham. And the counter is on. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Beckham. There's the shot! It's there!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
Number 11, Andres Iniesta.
So, a breakthrough already. Tries to pass it through. Neymar. Chanatip. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Messi. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0.
Shevchenko really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Shevchenko.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Shapes to shoot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Messi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And this is Shevchenko. Strokes it back, looking to play him in. Steaming on. And a chance! And a neat finish. And they're threatening to fly away here. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
BG Pathum United are doing very nicely, thank you.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
And he's forced to go back. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And this is Shevchenko. And the pass is intercepted. Great ball, and he's in here. Nice interception, well timed. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Threads one in. Hazard picks it up out wide. Chanatip. Chanatip! Oh, that's another chance. Relentless, just relentless. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Pele! And somehow he kept it out.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
A sudden chance to counter. And this is Beckham. And he's managed to get free. Delivers the ball. Chanatip. And the shot! And that's a good finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And the shot! And that's wide. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Chanatip, played out to the left flank. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance, surely! And that has faded wide.
BG Patham United certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And it's Beckham. Can he get on the end of this? Can he finish? Against the crossbar.
BG Patham United couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And Shevchenko! And he's stuck it away. They are purring, truly purring.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Aims beyond the defence. And this is Ronaldo. And this is Neymar. Change of plan here, perhaps. And the referee has blown for half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
And now,
BG Patham
all members
United
of the
really
crowd,
are in
I'd like
control
to
here.
ask you to
They've
join
done
me in
exactly
wishing
what they
our
set out to
birthday
do.
boy a
There's a
very
genuine flow
special
about their
birthday.
football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
BG Patham United enjoying a half which is little short of perfect. The dominant force, the only force in a one-sided contest. And we are back underway. Iniesta. And this is Shevchenko. And claimed it back swiftly. And this is Hazard. He's had a shot! Goal! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Hazard. Ronaldinho. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Ronaldo. And the through ball. And this is Neymar. Oh, now he can run away with it. Terrific effort! And no mistake. The movement so precise. The finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
At least that has given their people something to smile about. And here's Messi. He has a look up. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And it's Iniesta. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And here's Shevchenko. And he was quick to react. Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That ball looks a good one. Adams. Messi. That's a good foray he's making. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Beckham. And he plays one through. And he tries a shot! They've played it short. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Pele. Thailand have the chance to go the other way. Chanatip. Neymar, who does have an assist to his name. Now it's Beckham. And here's Shevchenko. And here's Messi. Shevchenko! Oh, the ball's... Oh, what has happened here? That is good strength. No way through, so back it comes. And it's Messi. Shoots! And he couldn't keep it down.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find a finish after that.
Number 13.
Thailand can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Now it's Iniesta. It's Iniesta! Oh, there was plenty on that.
Well, how about that touch, Peter? I mean, that was brilliant. He got the ball to go exactly where he wanted it. The touch was perfection, the finish imperfection.
Cafu. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Lovely feet. He has found the way through. And this is Beckham. Shot a goal! And he's hit it too high.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Chanatip, driving forward. Nicely shaped ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. Cafu. He's in plenty of space here. That pass isn't the best. Pele. Looking wide. It's a promising position. He's found a way through. That is good alertness. Messi. Now it's Pele. Chance here to counter. Oh, super find. He's found a way through. Chance! And that's a tidy finish. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Thailand still making a fight of this. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Can he get it through? The ball goes in.
That's good defensive concentration.
So that's it. It is all over. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents.
You. Just you.
รีเกาะรีของอีกที
เดี๋ยวผมเป็นมีดลงปืนให้นมไปเล่นมีดวงไฟ
Well, with everything very much to play for, win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running. BG Pathum United with just one principal objective. 90 minutes of action against opponents who will not give way. Probing pass. Messi's cross. Shapes to shoot! He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
BG Pathum United penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
This is going to make things very interesting, as their opponents will have to take a risk or two now.
Beckham. No way through. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Beckham. Oh, this is a terrific one. He leaps for it. Well, that's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Guardiola. Beckenbauer. Nicely shaped ball. No, that's been intercepted. Rijkaard. Beckenbauer. Oh, they could be caught out here.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Messi in acres of space out wide. A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's lofted through here. And he's intervened well there. And here's Shevchenko. Now he's running on. And Shevchenko! Goal! Again in a trice. And they are soaring. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
BG Pathum United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Great vision. Messi has it out wide and in space. And he was alert to it. And he's being shifted off it. Looking for a runner. Somewhat off target. Arsenal do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Messi. And here's Beckham.
Beckham really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Batistuta. Cafu. Beckham, spread out to the left. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, they've got it again. Beckham. Tries to pass it through. Played into space. Now that's well seen too. Cafu. And here's Messi. And here's Beckham. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here, and again. Oh, well spotted, had to be at his very sharpest there.
size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Chance for a shot! Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. BG Pathum United are looking to go forward now. And here's Azar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Iniesta! Just cruising! They are cruising! It's all becoming so easy. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. More and more pressure on the ball here. And he's gone looking for safety. Guardiola. Adams. Beckenbauer. That's an imaginative pass. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Gerrard. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Beckenbauer. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Shevchenko. Beckham. Oh, that is a nice touch. He's had a shot! Keeper's got his work done.
But it didn't quite come off this.
So a temporary halt to the action.
สวัสดีครับ
Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kickoff.
ขอบคุณครับผมสำหรับ
BG
กำลังใจ
Pathum United absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm
ผม
and
ว่า
see
ผมเอา
this
ยื
one
นนี่
out.
BG Pathum United
มันเหมือนมันทับตำแหน่ง
seemingly
กัน
the
นะ
only team to have turned up here. It is
ผมรู้สึกก็คือทับ
3-0
ตำแหน่ง
at the
กันนะ
break.
เนี่ย EMF 2 ตัวผมว่าทับตำแหน่งกัน
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 18, Gerrard. Number 23,
Away we go again.
Beckham. Number 19,
สวย
Well played, well
โอเค
sorted out.
coming on the field.
And it's
Number
Neymar.
17,
Tries to play it through.
Number 8,
And here's Batistuta.
number 7,
BG Pathum United needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
อื้อหือ
And they're quick to get it back. It's Azar! This time, surely!
โอ้โหเชฟเชนโก
Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Guardiola gathers from the goal kick. Beckham. And it's Beckham. Chanatip. Hazard providing an outlet on that flank. Not the most accurate pass. Guardiola! It's loose now and they want to get it back. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Brilliantly cut out.
Messi clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on.
It's Azar! It goes to show he is human after all.
Arsenal certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Iniesta does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Space for him to turn and look. He's picked his way through. Plenty to aim at here. Oh, shooting chance! And that's a good finish. They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
BG Pathum United are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Great defending, strong and determined. Azar.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Batistuta. That's destined for the flank. And the shot! Iniesta. Chanatip. Chanatip is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Shevchenko! Oh, wow, that's crazy!
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football.
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Maradona. And Shevchenko. Shapes to shoot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Buriram United with the corner. They're first. Cleared away. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, a gilt-edged chance! That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Shevchenko is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Maradona really needed...
Owen! Denied by an instinctive save.
Owen is offering a right smile there.
Buriram United have their second corner now. He's having a pop! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Irwin probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
And here's Mbappe. Pirlo has it out wide and in space. Corner number 3 coming up. Defending of the desperate variety. Aimed beyond the defence. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. And this is Maradona. And he's running. He's having a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. He's going to be disappointed with that. That's a little off target. And here's Maradona. No goals as yet. Now it's Mbappe. Threads one in. This is Owen. Oh, he's goal side. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied. Pirlo! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Maradona. Maradona charging forward, the ball at his feet. And it's Owen. And here's Mbappe. And this is Shevchenko. Makalele. Oh, he's having a go! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Robson. Maradona. Passes short and sharp. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Inter Milan making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. Tries to pass it through. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Owen. Now it's Mbappe. He is through here. And reclaimed it in a trice. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Costa Curta. Knocks it into space. Oh, played through for the wide man. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Guardiola. And here's Shevchenko. Looking for options. There's the shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Shoots! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
That has not gone well. Can he get on the end of this? Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And it's Olmo. And here's Shevchenko. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Has been indicated.
Maradona. Looking to play him in. It's come to nothing. Guardiola. And that was nowhere near his best. Now it's Shevchenko. And that is... the referee says that is that for the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Inter can take heart from the fact that they're more than holding their own despite being a man down. That's credit to their level of organisation and spirit. Now that they've got a chance to have a breather and settle down, it'll be interesting to see what approach they'll take after the break.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And we are back underway.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Neatly clipped into space. Ochoa clears. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he plays one through. Robson picks it up out wide. Can he finish? That is decidedly lacking.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Guardiola. And this is Shevchenko.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He's found a way through. Shevchenko couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
The most accurate pass. Great vision. Buriram United can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stopped.
Big chance! And it's in! And we have liftoff! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So the first goal of the game.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
The attendance for this match was
Buriram United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
He's picked his way through. He's had a shot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Mbappe just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
To replace him is number 10, Messi.
They're up to 5 corners now. Inter Milan, he's gone for goal! Keeper's not concerned by that.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
And here's Shevchenko. Now who's going to be first to this? And they've got a throw. And here's Cruyff. He's got away. Iniesta. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Guardiola. Oh, that's a key interception. Iniesta. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Looking for a runner. And he was quick to react. Costa Curta. Iniesta. Davids spots it and intercepts. Shevchenko. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Iniesta. Senamuang. And it's Shevchenko.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. Shevchenko clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Now it's Mbappe. Guardiola. Now it's Neymar. Muscular approach does pay off here. And it's Messi. And here's Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. Good read, needed to be. Iniesta, the puppet master, looking to pull the strings. Inter Milan very much running into the last chance saloon.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
Makaleli did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Memphis.
Inter appear determined to play through the middle again. And guess what? It's the same result. Inter really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
And here's Neymar. Ferry goes sliding in.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Piatisuk is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And here's Messi.
Added minutes has been
And it's a
indicated.
decent ball. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Inter Milan may have thrown this away at the death. Ochoa clearly engaging in mind games here. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
And now he has two. Oh, good climb! And again! Oh, crossbar! Well taken goal. Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah,
And the referee brings it to a close. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's down to business here. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Might be dangerous. And Shevchenko! You've got to be quick to recover this. This looks promising, and that is expertly dealt with. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Olise. He is through here. Knocks it into space. Hazard has it out wide and in space. And it's Ambrosini.
Oh, great feat, that.
Chanatip. Rice. Couldn't squeeze it through. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Messi, passing nice and neat. So we're still where we started right now. Sanchez gets across to intercept that. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And he's got a... Shevchenko! It's in! And we have liftoff! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
He's got away, goes for a shot! Well taken goal. And they're threatening to fly away here. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Mallorca are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Messi is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Nicely aimed pass.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped. Mallorca are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
A long ball by the goalkeeper. Driving through the middle. Olise. A probing pass. That ball looks a good one. He's found a way through. Big chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. More and more pressure on the ball here. Messi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Shevchenko is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now, can they get him away?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space...
He's having a shot! Mallorca with the corner, there first. They've played it short. Oh, good-looking ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
It's their second corner of the game. Messi plays it short. And this is Hazard. Shoots! And they win it. And again! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. And that was as close to certain as can be.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Mallorca find a position of real strength now. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, he's on his own! Oh, he's got... Can he finish? And it's in! They are purring, truly purring. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but...
And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.